Hi everyone, welcome to Satoko World Finance Academy. My name is Satoko, and on this channel, we're going to learn about finance. Well, money, it might be one of the taboo topics to talk about, just like religion or politics. But I feel compelled to share my experiences and struggles and the knowledge that I gained throughout the year. So my wish is to help those people who are like me in the past. And let me share my story first. Up till 10 years ago, I was working for a government. You know, the government job, it pays decent salary and good benefits and pension and all that, but I was bored to death. So I took a new job as a flight attendant. You know, curiosity killed the cat, and I was the cat. The first 2 months, we were in a training and we got paid minimum wage. And first 3 years of the new flight attendants, the salary kind of sucked. And the first 2 years, I had to move twice, long distance, and I had 4 senior cats with me. So 8 years ago, I found myself struggling with debt after moving long distance twice for my job with 4 senior cats. And I wish I had known someone who could give me a guidance, who I can show everything I have and I don't have financially. But unfortunately, I didn't know anyone. But one day I made a decision to take control of my own finance, and I took an action. But I didn't know what was the right action or wrong action. So everything came from trial and error. But as I was going through it, my frustration about the money became my fascination, to the point I went to school. I took Canadian Security Course, which taught me the fundamental of the financial industry, like legality, economics, and accountings, and tools and instruments about the investment. And currently, I'm taking Accredited Financial Counselor Course. And I reached to the place where I love money. Well, I might love talking about money more than money itself, but I love what money can do. I love the challenges of it. I love how I can share and create the opportunities that can give you. So I became the person now who I wish I had known 8 years ago. And that's why I decided to create this channel. And my mission now is to give the guidance to the people who are like me 8 years ago. And also, instead of becoming their financial advisor, I want to help them become their own financial advisor. And before we start, I want you to know this. It's not where you start. It's where you end up. So please don't say you're too old, too late, too much in debt, too hopeless. We're gonna take you step by step, and we'll get you to where you want to be and go beyond. And so having lots of money is not wealthy. That's my concept. And I believe there is a house of wealth. And house of wealth consists of 7 stories. And finance is only the one of it. So let's go into my house of wealth here. So the first floor, which is the fundamental of the wealth, it is physical health. I'm talking about your energy. Without your energy, you can't do anything you would love to do. And you might have heard the saying that a healthy person has 1,000 wishes. A sick person has only one, which is the health. And let's move up to the second floor. It's the emotional health. It's the meaning you give to your life. And you might know a person who has lots of money but depressed. Is that person really wealthy? I don't think so. And so you hear health is wealth. Well, health is part of the wealth. And now moving up to the third floor. It's a relationship, especially intimate relationship. Do you know the number one reason for divorce? It's the money, finance. And I'm moving up to the fourth floor. It's time. You might know a person, or you may be the person who have lots of money but don't have time. Is that person really wealthy? I don't think so. And now moving up to the 5th floor is the work, career, mission. And this is so-called the passion. That's something that makes you alive. You know, it could be building a family for you, and it could be your profession. It could be a mission to save animals, or it could be creating a music or art. Depending on the person, everybody's different here. But we all need something that makes us feel alive. And then moving up to the 6th floor, finally, finance. So the finance is only one of the 7th wealth, okay? And then it's not even the 1st floor. And now moving up to the 7th floor, it's the spiritual belief, contribution, and let's add celebration. We need to celebrate. That's one of our wealth as well. So some people might say, well, being spiritual is more important than having money. Well, what's the difference? I thought of it. Well, finance is measurable. You can see it on the paper, right? And then being a spiritual, it is actually non-measurable. So in a way, it's easier to say, well, being spiritual is more important than finance. Well, without having money, how can you really contribute to the cause or the organization that you believe in? And I consulted with this person one time who belonged to the spiritual organization, and he was donating 10% of his income. The issue was he was in deep debt, so he has lots of debt. So after donating 10% of his income and paying minimum to his debts, he had no money for himself to live, and he was in stress. So I said to him, wouldn't that be more pleasurable to fill your own jar first and then overfill it and give it away from the things that overfill? So I'm not saying it is wrong to contribute or donate while you are eliminating the debts, but there is a right way, and I will show you. So one of my mentors, Tony Robbins, said this: progress equals happiness. So this is what I believe. When all 7 of the stories, this wealth, are progressing, we're the happiest. We are fulfilling. So I didn't say perfect. I said progress. So progressing is the key to our happiness here. And now I have a news for you. Money absolutely matters. Yes, money may be the 2 most important thing, actually 2nd most important things for our living. First being oxygen. And most of our logical challenges in our life can be solved with our more economics, don't you think? If you see it, if you or your loved one had health issue, don't you think more economics could provide the better medical care? And how about relationship? It could be saved. And how about time? You can spend more time to something that matters to you, your mission or some passion, your passion. And how about contribution? Can you be able to contribute more to the cause that you believe in? So money is a good servant, but bad master. Who knows a good person doing a really good job and working really, really hard? What, 21st century, it's not enough. We must become a master of our own money. We can't be a servant to the money here. So as you already know, money doesn't make you happy, but money makes you who you already are, more of who you already are. So if you're a jerk, if you got more money, you're gonna be more jerk with more money. But don't you think it would be nice to have more awake, conscious, purposeful millionaires and billionaires that can contribute helping cure or heal the economy of our village, town, or countries, or the earth? So money really the purpose of money really is to building something valuable, whatever may be for you. It could be building a family, could be building an organization, or creating music or art, whatever may be. And in the end, to contribute, to give it away. Really, that's what the money is for. So what's the real wealth? So real wealth is not how much money you have, but how much joy you can extract out of your life. So gratitude, that's really the real wealth is. So everyone's idea of financial securities or financial freedom is different, but I would like you to the level where money or economic is no longer an issue for doing and creating and contributing, things that really matters to you. That's why I created this channel, and that's why I created Satoko's Financial Gym. So how many of you go to the gym for your physical body? And how many of you go to the financial gym for your money? Probably no one, right? So in our financial gym, there are 5 steps to financial health. So the first step is to get to know your money. Yes, you're gonna get to know your money just like dating. And step 2, you're gonna create a plan to eliminate debts. Yes, it's all about planning here. And then step 3, protect your money. And then step 4, let your money protect you. So after protecting your money is gonna protect you. And then step 5, let your money make money. In other words, investment. And often, many people rush into step 5, the investment. But we need to have the solid base here before starting to invest. So I'm gonna create this video, this lesson every 10 days. And I will give you the assignment every 10 days. So in our gym, we're not going to run 10K in a day. We're gonna start walking. So each assignment is going to be super simple, but it's effective. Trust me, I've been there. So our first assignment is for you to check your bank account and then credit card transaction daily. I'm talking every single day. And there are 3 reasons to it. The first reason, by checking the transaction daily, you would catch the fraud if there is any immediately, and you can call the bank and get solved. If you're only checking once a month, there are so many transactions and you might miss it, or you might say to yourself, oh, I might have spent it for something, right? So it's very important. It has happened to me 3 times over 8 years. And then second reason, you're going to be aware of it. Who's trying to lose weight here? So until 2 years ago, I refused to be on the scale. That's because I didn't want to face the truth. I didn't want to know how much, how much weight I gained and all that things, right? But 2 years ago, I've decided to be on the scale every single day. What it does was for me to be aware of the weight. So no matter what, I step on the scale. Even if I feel fat, I do it every single day, no matter what. So if I gain 2-3 pounds, I'm aware of it. So I'm aware, so I don't eat as much, and I would lose back to where my weight was. So that's same as the finance. You have to be aware of your expenditure here. And then third reason, I'll give you a secret about the debts. Debts hate attention. Yes, debts would be like, leave me alone, don't give me attention and let me grow. And if you're like me 8 years ago, I bet you hate looking at your transaction or account statements. And that was me. But we must give the attention to the debts, okay? So that was the 3 reasons why. and then we're going to build one at a time. Okay, so every 10 days. And if you want to work with me and expedite your progress, well, you can contact me at satokoworld@outlook.com. satokoworld@outlook.com. That's my email. So contact me. But please remember this. It's not where you start. It's where you end up. Okay? And let's start wealthy and let's get wealthier. So I'll see you guys on our next lesson. Bye guys.